Hello, this is Palico Badge and welcome back to more of Sunless Sea Zubmariner, and it's all going okay. We've just discovered Khan's Heart. We've opened up a lot of the northern end of the map compared to what we had beforehand, and now we need to go to Port Cecil to take this little angry gnome, little person syndrome, what can you say, to go and figure out about destroying somebody or something. I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention, but he seems quite happy with doing what we've done, so as long as he's happy, and he's going to pay me some money or something or other, I'm happy. But I jump ahead of ourselves. We are back in London. We've got some port reports to hand over. We're probably going to talk to a lot of people. Basically gear ourselves up for our next trek out down south. Or down south, as they say in London. So let's crack on. Let's crack on. First things first, we need to go and see the dark speckled admiral. And we can pass on the strategic information, get some cash up straight away. I think I'm going to hold off for the time being. We'll keep hold of that. You never know when it's going to come in useful. Do we still only have the one move in the great game? We do. So we're going to keep hold of that as well. We will just submit our port reports for the time being. We have no monies. We need to do this. So, Hunter's Keep. That's all well and good. Mount Palmerston. Been there before. Vendor Bite. They love it around there. Wither. Question with a question. Pygmies Island. Scary little rat people running around, but they do so love me. They do so love me. Chapel of Lights, everything went all right there. Avid Horizon, yeah, that's where you wanted me to go, so that's all good in the hood. I hope you intend to tell me that everything is quiet there. Yes, and we got a visit from Mr. Sachs. Khan's Heart, this is a new one. Been to the Salt Steps, eh? Yes, this kind of material is always of interest. How a nation could be so barbarian and so decadent at once is beyond me, but they're terribly dangerous. Wow, we got 75 echo for that. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Codex, yeah, not a lot goes on at Codex for me anyway. Khan's Shadow. Oh, these are always fun. Come on, let's hear it. Other officials gather round to hear your tales of bloodshed and debauchery, and the jokes about the Khan and the Shadow produces so efficiently and so entertainingly. The one about the Khan and the donkey produces a roar of patriotic laughter and encourages the deputies recorded to unlock the departmental drinks cabinet. Oh, that's what we like, a little bit of a schmoozy. A little bit of fuel, a little bit of echoes, nothing major. We lost some terror though, that's pretty cool. Wisdom, all done. A little bit more money there. The Salt Lions, okie dokie, nothing too exciting to go on there. Quaker's Haven, these are all pretty much what we do all the time now. Admiral Islands, nothing to say there. And then is that us done? Okay, well, where do you want to send us now, friend? I didn't look, I just clicked. Oh, I'm still doing it. I've got to break out of this whole pressing stuff before I read it. I'll get there. I'll get there. Where is it? I have no idea. Ah, there we go. No, it's not. Wow, don't even pick it up. Hang on, hang on. Is there anything in particular he needs? Right, go. Port Cecil. Oh, well, that is very convenient because that is where we are heading, sir. Yes. Good. Good. Right, so are we done on port reports? Was that all of them? It was. No, I'm going to hold on to strategic information. So that's fine. So, yeah, it was decidedly average, that. Let's have a look at the scholars. I think I can hand on to this guy. We can get rid of the outlandish artifact and the lamentable relic. I am holding on to them. I don't honestly know why at the moment. I could do with the money. So, 17 fuel, 2 supplies. What do we have to sell? Got the honey and the linen. 398. So, it's not a lot really, is it? We were pretty close last time to running out. We could sell them. Let's sell them. We don't need them for the time being. Oh. Really? Is that it? Is that all that was worth? This would be so terribly wasted in an ossuary. Ossuary? He buffs the cranium with a sleeve. I think a climbing briar rose will suit the other rather well. A yellow rose, perhaps. Thank you so much. Let's keep this between ourselves. Right. So that was completely not worth it. That was completely not worth it. Okay, the outlandish artifact. I could have got 100 echoes for this out on the Z. How much is it worth to you? 100. Great. But it does put my antiquarian up, so I suppose that's not a bad thing. And more importantly, I have monies, so that be all that done. I should have checked the Rose's Wharf. As it turns out, there's nothing I could have done there anyway. So into London, and then let's see who wants to join us. The sigil-ridden navigator is a first officer. We don't have a first officer. 50 echo. Let me guide your ship. I know all the Z, how it was, how it will be. Please, the headaches only stop when I'm working. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. We need to have a chat to these officers. We might do that before we leave. What else have we got? Not a lot. I don't really want to visit Mr. Sachs yet. I've had a go at him before. He's quite intense. Let's have a look at London. So, Cadiz in the Wolfstack docks. There's the only thing left to do, really, is it? Oh, and repair. Let's repair next. Awesome. How many do we have? 15? Oh, we can afford some of these. Failed, so that's to 19. And again, succeeded. 22. That's a decent amount. How much have I got on my hold? Not a lot. We could really fill up, I suppose. It means we get to stay out there longer. Well, let's have a room in the blind helmsman first. That knocks one echo off. Then we will do the cruising bit. No, not there. London, that's what we want. Cadiz. We're fortunate. Sea shanties, good companionship, and the warmth of a pub fire. Nice. She's the greatest city in the Underzee, and don't you forget it. Is that it? Nothing more exciting than that? Okay, sometimes you get lucky, I guess. Sometimes you don't. And that'd be about it. So at this point, we could go and get a tattoo. What would we increase, though? What's looking pretty low? Our veils. Our pages are low. That helps with fragments. Our mirrors is very low. Mirrors is probably the answer here. Mirrors needs a buff. One would argue iron needs a buff as well. I think, isn't iron used more as a stat in stat-based challenges compared to mirrors? Or would it be better for me to just sort of even the planes as much as possible? Well, as it stands, I can't have hearts. I can have mirrors. I can have veils. I can have iron. 2 of those. 1 of those. Or I can remain unblemished. But I can do this once. I don't know if you can get this back again. Is this like a one-off thing? You're a real sailor now, after all. You could go to one of those tobacco and prey places by the docks, but the prices at Clavermont's are reasonable, and his daughters are real artists. But what side will you choose? So I feel like this is a big decision, and this is how I feel with tattoos in general. This is why I haven't got any. I've never dedicated myself enough to a certain design or way of thinking for a long period of my life in order to want to etch it into my skin for eternity. I say eternity, it's going to rot off at some point, but you know what I mean. And this is what confuses me when people have tattoos for the sake of having a tattoo, unless it has real meaning. Now, don't get me wrong. I love looking at people who have sleeves done and when they're done properly. But these just odd random tattoos, I don't get. I don't get. And for that, I'm struggling on what to choose here. And this is only a game. Jeez, this is only a game. We shall go with... See, if I remain unblemished and get terror to 0, does that mean I get to come back? I presume it does. Let's do that. Because I am unblemished myself. If you wanted your memories on your skin, you'd be a squid. Boom. Your skin is your own and so is your destiny. Nice. Okay, hope it hasn't scuppered me at all. As it turns out, terror being 0 is probably a good thing. And that's us done, I think. We've got nothing we can offer the Labyrinth of Tigers. We don't have the Scintillack or the Romantic Literature. We could talk to Mr. Sachs, but I feel that might be a bad thing in the position we're in at the moment. We could have just been a bit more buffed up. And we have 89, should I say, echoes. So let us buy supplies. We've got plenty of fuel. And we've got 15 of those. So that'd be what? 300 echo? Leaves us with 89. Full hold. Ready to rock, one would argue. Ready to rock. Well, let's do this. Port Cecil is where we need to go. Or Cecil, if you prefer. And as it stands... Yeah, what we'll do, we'll go to Mutton, Shepherds, Abbey, Station 3, Gaidersmore, Cecil, then down. And we'll try and hollow out as much of this map as we can in the next couple of episodes. So, with that being said, onwards and upwards. I'm not willing to waste fuel right now. With terror being very, well, non-existent, we can afford to keep the lights off and conserve fuel. Which is all good. It's all good. The fact we've just been to Mutton, I'm sure they probably haven't got much to say to us, but anything that we can get is good, I suppose. Blue lightnings crawl leisurely up the funnel. St. Erasmus's landing, or dancing. Dancing. No landing here. The cry goes up. Sir Erasmus dancing. So, on to Mutton. Any more Krabby Crabs want to make themselves known? Get in my belly. No? Okay, fine. Be boring. Supplies have been hit hard. Oh, rubbish! I'll tell you what, we didn't put the officers on, did we? So we're going to have to pull into Quaker's Haven regardless. There we go. Azayla raises her head, sniffs sharply. Blood on the wind. Didn't put our officer on. Rubbish. Something I do a lot of, really. Should really pay more attention. So, Quaker's Haven. Chat to the fisherman. That's cool. Right, we might as well just explore the shore and see what happens. Well, it's the riddle challenge again. 34%, 11%, 8%. Well, we'll give them one echo, just see what goes on. Who knows? Failed again. Okay. Shops, not worth doing. Right, so, officers. We've got our chief engineer. So what do you do? Mirrors and veils. That's probably a good thing. Right, so I'm pretty sure I can't do anything with Maybe's daughter right now. How many secrets do we have? 2. So that's fine. What about my gunnery officer? Speak to you. What do you want? 10 fuel? You're having a giraffe. And then we've got this new guy. He just... Oh, 1 supplies. Yes, yes. Now it's good, thank you. And he increases my mirrors. That's very useful. Let's use one of those. Because we need our mirrors a little bit higher. And let's have a word. See what's going on with you. He has an admirable appetite for so slight a fellow. Seconds, then thirds, disappear in small, hasty morsels. He is nervous and not a gifted conversationalist. You do your best to plug the silence. When you ask about his past, he winces. I can't say, sir. This... He taps the livid sigil on his temple, which twitches like a scorpion sting. Has burned away many memories. I recall I have a brother, but not his name or where he is. I remember the names of the ships I've served on, the Implicit, the Bonnie Swan, but not their crew. How did he come by the sigil? He clutches his head. I don't know. Thinking about it is like fire in my skull. He grits his teeth. Someone must have hated me very much to curse me with it. But I can't even remember my enemy. Speak to him again to advance his story. Ooh. Well, let's have a word with him again then. If it's that simple. Capitan, Capitan! My sleep is riddled with dreams, sir. Dreams of bells and candles. He paces the deck. I see a lonely house lit by tallow and wick. A bell is ringing. It rings now. Do you hear it? He scratches at his sigil, which has begun to bleed. Do you know this place, Captain? Can I plot a course? A place of candles and bells, a chapel of lights, a northern church where no sin is too terrible. Well, we do know that, but I'm afraid, sir, with your epic, lovely goatee beard / Captain Riker look with a very large forehead, we're not going in that direction at the moment. But that's fine. We'll get there. I'm sure we'll get there at some point. So we're done here. We are now heading to the Shepherd's Isles. Sort of south... easterly? Is it east? Yeah, it's east. Southeasterly. That direction. Yeah, about there. Hoping we come across some things we can shoot at. I like shooting at things. Keeps terror down, you know. That's the one thing I've learned. That's one big thing I've learned, actually. It pays to be aggressive in this game, supposedly. Oh, there's a big lighthouse. Haven't been here for a while either, have we? Can we skip through here, or is this like a dead end? Well, we can cut through there. Ah, alas. The port is on the other side of the island. Of course! Of course. It's never on the side you want it to be, is it? And there it be. What is your name? Westerglen's Fire. Westerglen's Fire. Wolf's Wrist. On the horizon, a sickly yellow light glimmers for a moment, then fades. Is that a good thing? Sickly yellow. Pleasant. Pleasant. Fieldhaven Ho. Right, so Shepherd Isles, what do we do here? We compile a port report, that's for sure. And then we could have Picnic at the Standing Stones. It's going to cost me 5 echoes. Or we can have some tales. Let's do Tales of the Three Graves. A tale of terror. You know the drownies, the sailors that won't rest? Well, they rest here. I've seen them come up out of the water all white and dripping and dig themselves into the ground. They take turns. I think they miss the feel of the earth. Well, who's to blame them? And we've got a Tale of Terror and a Z story. That's not too shabby. I think we're about done here, though, aren't we? Of course, the Bearded Watchman tells you there are no actual shepherds on the Shepherd Isles. Sheep are mostly illegal here. No, indeed, it's just the name of the gentleman that found the islands. And yeah, he's got nothing else to say to me. He's like, "You're done. You're done. Get out of here." How much is the supplies? Quite expensive. Quite expensive. Right, so down to those ninja nuns now at the Abbey's Rock. Hopefully they'll have something to say. I think I've got some recent news which we can appease them by. Hopefully open up something interesting to happen. I'm hoping, because it's not that far away, we get our something awaits us before we get there. Or else it could be a very boring port. Westerglen's Fire. Come on, light me up, big boy. Light me up. Ah, sunshine. Well, light, anyway. Maybe not sunshine. It's as bright as the sun, damn it. Oh, we got a crab. We got a crab. Can we take him on? Don't walk away from me. Am I going this direction anyway afterwards? I am. No, we'll leave him. Come on, something awaits. Pop on up for me, please. I'll just slow down a little. And we'll crawl into port. We'll serpentine it a little. There we go. I knew you were there. Oh, you're just teasing me, aren't you? Right, so Abbey Rock. Compile a port report. Awesome. We shall watch the convent for a bit. Wait and see. Like huge and deadly herons, the sisters stalk along the very tops of the walls. You watch them through a spyglass as they leap and whirl, slashing at each other with a variety of frightening weapons. God! One of them just turned a somersault. And, yeah, let's knock on them. Why not? The muscular prioress, the abbess's lieutenant, comes to the door to listen. She nods and makes notes. She pays particular attention to news of marsh beast predations and the traffic of the rooftops. In return, she offers a rather perfunctory blessing, but the blessing reassures your crew. Seems like I feel like I've been shafted there a little. Oh well, never mind. Done and dusted. We're going to pick up some supplies here anyway. As long as we take on the crabby crab. Where's its big brothers? I'd like to have a go at one of those at some point. I feel we may need an extra weapon for that. There he be. Come on then, Megalops. Ah. You spot me. I spot you. Oh, lordy! We didn't hit very hard then. Why did we hit so hard? We hit him for like 22 before. No, there's only 2 hits on the whole. It's not so bad. And we shall butcher this one for supplies. Oh, nothing. A Calico class cruiser. Yeah, I don't think you are. Yeah, you're gone now anyway. Oh well, station 3. Now I don't think anything opens up here. Now we've got the original sort of what's the word I'm looking for? The original port report. That's it. I think we're not allowed to have another one, and that's why they paid us so much in the first place. But I'm sure we'll see in a second. Yoink! Station 3. Well, we can search for signs of other visitors. 38%. Okay. Oh, we succeeded. A box lies broken on the ground at one of the far quays. No one has cleared away the debris. A torn label reading Sooth and Coup. Curved shards of apothecary bottles. A curious oval of silvered metal the size of a cameo brooch. We've got 10 fragments and that's it. So yeah, we definitely need this Sooth and Cooper long box. Not sure where to grab one of those from. I'm sure they're going to be expensive as well. Who knows? I might come across one in my travels. Where are we going now? Gator's Morn. They love us up at Gator's Morn. Or was it for a fight at Gator's Morn? Never quite understood that. They are pirates, I suppose, so it makes sense. They're not one for stiff handshakes and wry smiles there. Oh, lordy, what are you? A crack pirate frigate. Do we give it a go? Well, he's on to us. We're behind him. We're behind him. Oh, he turns 2. He turns 2. That's fine. We're on his back. He doesn't appear to have an aft weapon, which works in our favour. As long as we stay here, it's all good. It's all good. We're just doing the dance. Turns out he's got quite a quick motor, though. So I need to balance this well. They're really going to love us at Gator's Morn if we go killing one of their bigger ships. Oh, misclick, misclick. Didn't mean that. Oh, no. I know your game, sir. No, I'm staying back here. I'm an ass man. I'm an ass man. This is where I shall remain. 40. 2 more hits and we should be done. Oh. It's got to aim up properly. Oh, what? Cheated out of that. I tell you. Cheated. What you got for me? She's a vile old vessel. Oh, we've got supplies and fuel. That's cool. And something in here. A sack of dark drop coffee beans. We could run the boilers on this stuff, your second engineer remarks. If and we run out of coke. He sees your expression and hastens to add, we couldn't. We couldn't. We don't put your coffee in the $5 cabin. It'd be a shocking waste. Damn right. Damn right. Know your place, sir. Know your place. Well, that was alright. That went pretty well. I seem to think that is definitely a tried and tested theory on how to survive on this game. You just stay at the ass end and generally you're okay. I suppose the front end means you've got, on the bigger ships, 2 cannons shooting at you, whereas with the aft weapon just being singular by itself, you should be okay. I say should. I stress should. It's never an absolute there. But even so, they're going to love us here. Okay, just one. Right, so, Gator's Morn. An evening at the Arrant Limpet. Explore the Morn. Introduce Blemmigans to the Morn. Ah, drop off the shady sort. Ah, this is where she wanted to come. Excellent. She inhales the air and smiles, perhaps for the first time. As I remember it, she remarks, less mud, more rum. At the winch head, a differential fellow in fustian waits. He bows to the shady sort. A pleasure, as ever. You, he barely favours with a glance. It presses a heavy purse into your hand, or he presses. Small coins stained with salt water, but together they amount to a tidy sum. Yes, they do, sir. 120 echo. Very nice. Right, so we can explore the Morn. Over here, rumours of the pirate poet. Not too fussed about that. We can gather intelligence. Let's do that. We failed. Ah, you and one of your more villainous-looking sailors join a dice game. Villainous-looking, but you know for a fact she teaches to a charity and has a delightful singing voice. The topic turns promisingly to pillage and ambush, but the sailor is a little too forward with her questions. There is a scuffle and a stabbing. You escape, she does not. Uh-oh. That's all right. We've gained 5 terror as well. What are we doing? 22. That's fine. That's fine. I am worried about the crew, though. This is usually a slippery slope for me. As soon as I lose one, I tend to lose them all pretty quickly. We'll overhear the rumours. We're not too fussed by that. Right, so we can have an evening at the Arrant Limpet, or we can just go exploring. I think we'll just go exploring. That's probably the safer thing. There's a surprising quantity of actual landscape on the Morn. It's vertical, admittedly, but once you find the beast paths and urchin roads, you can traverse it as you would a rocky moor with an additional throatful of lurching terror. Fights on the Morn have a statico quality. A careless lunge will send you plummeting to your doom, so wait and choose your moment carefully. So, fight, you're good at that, supposedly. Or flee, better part of valour is discretion. The better part of discretion is not falling off a high cliff into a rock-fanged sea. 43 to 40. Yeah, they're both pretty crap. I would presume if we kill whoever we're fighting, we will get better goods than we would if we were to flee. And for the sake of 3%, we'll go for fighting. Hey, you smash a wiry villain to the ground, trip over an incoming blade, leap to a neighbouring perch and send its occupant down the long, long way to the waters below. Your shipmates dispatch another 2 with well-flung rocks. The others flee, leaving 1 corpse for you to loot. Well, it's the law of the sea. So we've got 11 echo for that. That's pretty crap. That's pretty crap. And that is be done. That is be done. We can buy stuff for overpriced amounts, which isn't really worth it. We're doing okay. We've got 19 fuel, 13 supply. So I'm quite happy to crack on. On to the big place now, Port Cecil. There's a lot that's going to be happening there, so we best get there as soon as we can. Maybe open up a couple of the black spaces around it, just to make sure there's nothing around there at all. And then that will probably conclude this episode. It's been okay. We've killed pirates. Several times, actually. We've killed lots of pirates. We've taken a crab out. Didn't really help us much, but by the by. It probably reduced our terror a little. So we're doing okay. We're doing okay. But the next episode, boy, in the next episode, what are you? 210. I'm not really feeling that right now. So it's more of a thanks, but no thanks. Port Cecil. Oh yeah, we might just loop around it. If he turns to the left now, which he does. No, he doesn't. He comes straight down. Bastard. There's just no sneaking past you right now, is there? Is there? Oh, there might be a little. Let's do it. Why not? Who needs a boat, eh? Well, we need a boat, but who needs a... Oh, well, my life, there's 2 of them. Just best let me open this. All this risk I'm taking. So Port Cecil is surrounded by massive moray serpents. There we go, got that one. We'll throw a blat out there. See what comes up. You never know. You never know. No, nothing. Okay. Is this all part of the same island? Or is there a gap? There isn't a gap. So we'll come back this way in a second. We'll sort of flow down this way to go south afterwards. Oopsie. Sorry, my bad. I don't like odd numbers on anything. So just a little bash. Just, you know, I've just dented it in. It's good. It's good. It makes it look like it's used. No one likes it. You know, it's always suspicious when there's no scratches on any used thing at all. So just making it look used. Port Cecil. Well, let's have a look. So, what do we do first? So, assist the gnomic Gallivant in his revolutionary scheme. There's a door carved in the crenellated castle. The Gallivant holds a gaily wrapped package in his arms. A long string trails out of it. This is it, sir. Steel yourself and get the door for me, please. Okay, well, before we do that, let's do this, which you know is good. So, the admiral gave you directions to take to meet your contact. Left, right, down to the labyrinth of coal outside Port Cecil, over the silvered vein, past the castellations to the unfinished court. Here is a rubbery man, one of the squid-faced bipedal things that infest the sadder hovels of fallen London. It looks ill, or infected. The pearly glow of the coral throbs from a seam along its shoulder. Its arm pulses in its face fronds. "Otheroof!" it pipes cheerfully. It hands you a page of notes smeared with tangerine goo. Can rubbery men write? The hand is elegant and disciplined. Times and dates precisely recorded. Ooh, nice. Now, the reason I wanted to do this, thankfully in where we're heading to anyway, is because if you get your 2, it says, strategic informations and use them, you can make a bit of vital intelligence, which we can do with this moves in the great game, which isn't worth a lot by itself anyway. So that we shall do. That hidden agenda. They thought no one would recognise the pattern. They hadn't counted on you. Boom. We can take that to the Admiral next time. He'll be very happy with us. Very happy with us. Alright, so we can play chess. We can explore the coral. We can gather Scintillac. Not with the mirrors that we've got, though. We'll get our port report. And then, do we play a little chess? Chancy challenge? We'll give it a whirl. We failed. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not playing anymore. If I failed the first time, I've got no chance the second time. It was only one terror, wasn't it? We'll do one more. No. Yeah, we'll do one more. Where is it? There it is. We failed again. No, no chance. Okay. Well, I think we'll start with helping the gnomic Gallivant become a revolutionary and do whatever he wants to do. It sounds like he's going to blow something up, but yeah, it's interesting. I've never come across this story before, so I'd like to see it through to the end. It would be very easy just to walk away at this point and refuse to help him, but I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. So we'll crack on with that in the next episode. So thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated, and I will catch you on the next one. Take it easy.